The Dragon Ball fandom united last week. Kamehacon 2018 was the first ever, Dragon Ball convention, Dragon Ball only convention, and it exceeded expectations, incredibly. And this was one of the first times that the Dragon Ball community felt really, genuinely united, and it's a rare occasion. The last time that we felt this united, in my opinion, was when Dragon Ball Super ended, with episode 131. But I think even Kamehacon, blew that out of the water, with the amount of attendance and the amount of love that went into this con and the amount of passion of Dragon, it just was incredible. And I wasn't even there. But I just heard all of these stories about how, people got to meet their childhood heroes and stuff like that, man, and people just really bonded over this cartoon. It wasn't even about Dragon Ball, it was about something bigger than ourselves, which was kind of interesting. And yeah, so I just want to talk briefly about, some of the times that, the Dragon Ball community just felt united. And, I think the first example in modern Dragon Ball is when Battle of Gods aired. I think that was the first time, in modern Dragon Ball that people felt united. And we all just watched Battle of Gods and we just had a great time, And the same thing happened with Resurrection F. It was a real experience. And that's why I understand, if people didn't like Super and they enjoy the movies better, I kind of understand, since having a movie every year or every couple of years, it's just an experience, watching a Dragon Ball movie in cinemas in modern, in a modern era, that's fantastic, And the other time, the Dragon Ball fandom really felt united, in my opinion, was when, well, first of all, Super premiered. Everyone, was hooked. They wanted to see more. Everyone was united. And also, what happened with Super is that people were watching the Japanese and were falling in love, myself included. And then I went back to watch Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, stuff like that. All of it in Japanese, and I just fell in love, and a lot of people did. So that's why I just can't stand the dub versus sub wars and the canon debates. It's like, it's Dragon Ball. It's a cartoon, Anyway, yeah, so when Dragon Ball Super premiered, that was one of the times where I was like, whoa, we have definitely united the fandom. And then, when the Future Trunks arc came out, that was also when the community united and just watched the Japanese version. It doesn't matter whether you prefer the dub or the sub or Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, whether you hate GT, love Super, dislike Super, who cares, As long as you like Dragon Ball, I want to talk to you about it. Kind of like how Dash Star, I'm a big fan of Dash Star. He does Star Wars content, but, I urge you to check him out anyway. He just says, I don't care, as long as you're a Star Wars fan, I want to talk to you about it. So, yeah, and that's kind of a similar thing with me. I don't care whether you love the dub, the sub, it doesn't matter. As long as you have an appreciation for Dragon Ball, and what it means. And this is basically like the true meaning of Dragon Ball. A lot of people have these interpretations of what Dragon Ball is about. And while Dragon Ball is a simple story, what are the core themes of Dragon Ball? And I think, yes, it's friendship. Actually, MAROYASHA, Mayo, Aaron, whatever you want to call him, is actually doing a video essay regarding the meaning of Dragon Ball, spoilers. But, yeah, so while I agree with him to a certain extent, and I will link this, his video when it goes live on his Mario Media page, I'll just link him down below, so I urge you to check it out. But anyway, we were talking about the meaning of Dragon Ball, and I was just thinking of it back in my mind. It's not friendship, I don't think. I think it's just people meeting, people interacting, That is the true meaning of Dragon Ball. Both in, the series, in-universe sense, and also outer universe, the meta stuff. With people going to Kamehacon and meeting people there, and just people meeting, enjoying themselves, and having experiences. Because, it's just an adventure, bro. So it's quite interesting. What do you guys think? When do you think the Dragon Ball community was the most united? I think when Dragon Ball Super episode 109 and 110 aired, everyone was united for that, because that was an event. That was just 2 episodes that we really wanted to see. The showdown versus Goku versus Jiren. Even if you weren't, in tune with Super, even if you didn't like Super, you at least wanted to see that battle because it was so, hyped up. It was such an event. And a lot of people meet their friends, through this community and stuff, and they actually met in real life at KamehamehaCon, MJTV, Kyokai, Danny, people like that, Mayo, everyone, basically, except for me. I didn't go to KamehamehaCon. But yeah, everyone met, and it's so interesting. So it's just people meeting. That is the core theme of Dragon Ball, just interaction with people. That is the true meaning of Dragon Ball, in my opinion, and yeah, it just resonates because it's so, like, it resonates, to a meta sense as well, since, people meet and people come together with Dragon Ball. It's like an event. And even if it's kind of milked, and the Dragon Ball franchise is kind of milked at this point, people still come together to watch it. Dragon Ball Super, while it does have issues, it did bring people together, and it did just, it gave me a smile on my face when I watched it with my friends, and we discussed, and we theorized, and also KamehamehaCon, people they met up, and yeah, they just had a ball of a time. They just had a fantastic time, and as soon as you have those experiences where you talk to people, you engage, you have fun, you laugh, both online and, at KamehamehaCon and stuff like that, the canon wars go away, GT versus Super, that all goes away, and you're just left with, oh, okay, I'm meeting people, I'm interacting with people, this is fun, and this is because of Dragon Ball. It's so surreal to me, but yeah, that's gonna do it for me, so please make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe, and what is your, funnest experience meeting someone because of Dragon Ball, or, did you meet, one of your best friends because of Dragon Ball? Just tell me, stories of, you meeting people and interacting with people because of Dragon Ball. Did you meet your girlfriend or boyfriend through Dragon Ball? Let me know in the comments, and yeah, so I met, business partners, just, people that I work for and with, through Dragon Ball, so it's pretty interesting, and also YouTube. I've made a YouTube channel because of Dragon Ball, met so many people because of the series, so yeah, it's crazy. And I would love to go to KamehamehaCon next year. I'm not sure if I will, but yeah, I'd love to go and just meet people, and that's, that's the core theme of Dragon Ball, just Goku meeting so many people and getting involved with so many people and just interacting and stuff like that. And it's quite interesting. And yeah, there's tons of core themes in Dragon Ball, but I think that's the #1 theme, just meeting people because, of a common interest. Goku wanted adventure, and he met Bulma, and they went off on an adventure. They had a common interest, going on this adventure. I mean, Bulma wanted the Dragon Balls, but anyway, yeah, that's besides the point. And just, Goku's love of martial arts and fighting, that brought people to, him with people together. And yeah, man, it's just interesting. And I know a lot of franchises, they do this, like Star Wars is another example. Star Wars is an event. It brings people together. And I know, Danny, actually, a little while ago, he was talking about, in 2017, Star Wars Celebration, which is a convention for Star Wars, obviously, and you celebrate Star Wars, obviously. And yeah, he was talking about his experiences, and it was like, sort of, everything goes away. All of the issues in the community, it sort of goes away. Like, that's all internet shit. And when you really get down to it, and when you meet people at Star Wars Celebration, or like KamehamehaCon in this case, as we're talking about Dragon Ball, since this is a Dragon Ball channel, it sort of all goes away. All the debates and silly opinions that people have and stuff like that, that all goes away, and you meet sort of, not the true fans, but just sort of the fans that don't really give a shit about that stuff, and it all goes away. Same with KamehamehaCon. I mean, I've heard so many people be like, yeah, just everything goes away, like GT versus Super, is Goku a bad dad? Is he not? Who cares? It's Dragon Ball. And that's what we're all here by. Like, all the silly debates, it all goes away. All the discourse, it goes away when you meet people and interact with them, and it's so interesting. And yeah, again, it's not the only franchise that has done it. Plenty of franchises have. Star Wars, Star Trek, Indiana Jones, name your pick. But yeah, that's what that's all I have to say basically. So yeah, let me know some of your interactions because of Dragon Ball, and yeah, so this has been how the Dragon Ball community has united, and a couple of times when it has. Let me reiterate: Battle of Gods, Resurrection F, when Dragon Ball Super premiered, when it ended, episode 109 and 110, and of course, most recently, Kamehacon. Are you going to Kamehacon? Let me know in the comment section below. Please make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe for more content. I upload videos all the time. And yeah, that's gonna do it for me. See you guys next time. Bye.